Assalamu alaikum. In this episode, I'll talk about different genres of movies and the latest update in the film industry. And I consider myself as a freak of movies. I have touched of different genres of movies from Hollywood movies or Tamil movies, Hindi movies, or even sometimes Bangla movies also. I have watched a lot of movies in my lifetime, in my short span of lifetime actually. And whenever I was a university student, I used to watch almost 2 or 3 movies per day because you know that there was not so much pressure on an academic area, so I got time, so much time to watch my movies, and you know that I didn't have uh, any access to satellite channels in that time, even though we have now access to satellite channels. And whenever we didn't have any access to satellite channels, watching movies in the watching movies in the watching movies uh, in the laptop or in the PCs was the only option for me. And I have watched so much movies by dint of this, and for the past few years, my PC is not working. My PC was is not working, and I had to make myself busy with my professional life and my career and preparing myself for the career also. For this reason, I couldn't manage enough time in the past few years to watch different genres of movies. But even though I didn't got the chance of watching movies, I, as a movie freaker, I always take different updates of the movies from different social media or from uh, online platforms or print media also. I was taking the updates, what's going on in the movie industries globally. And yes, I have seen that Bangla movies was not doing well whenever I was just a university student. We were so much used to see that Bangla movie is lost its color in the early 2000s and in the mid 2000s, 2000s also. And we have seen that there was a shift in the Kolkata movies, and they used to make some movies which are not fully commercial, but they were trying to make the movies on based on some strong stories, and these movies are popularly known as art film. And since these movies are based on different strong stories, the actors of these movies sometimes do some or play some bold characters in these movies. And as Bangladesh, as this type of acting is regarded as taboo in Bangladesh, the Bangladeshi filmmakers could not make this type of movies, and they were far behind uh, their counterparts of West Bengal. And yes, we have seen also that Mustafa Faruqi made television, and Amitabh Raya Chaudhary made some movies, or Tokir Ahmed made some movies, these movies were quite a bit out of the circle, is not this type of movies was not quite conventional, but these movies were based on some stories, but there were not plenty of movies of on the base of strong backgrounds, and the audience have also changed their test in watching movies for 1 hour or 2 hour at a stretch. Rather, they wanted to watch something like art film, which is around 1.5 hour movies. And for this reason, it was a matter of big concern for the filmmakers of Bangladesh to keep pace with their counterparts in other parts of the world. And by this time, we have seen that West Bengal filmmakers have shifted their focus to web series, and in the web series there are series of cinema which are actually in every episode the length of episode is around 20 minutes, and Bangladeshi filmmakers was lagging behind to keep pace with the filmmakers of West Bengal. And since bold character is connected with this type of movies, and Bangladeshi filmmaker could not make such type of bold characters in our in this part of the world, because that this type of character is a taboo in our country. So they were just they were just uprising, or they were just telling us that calls rings louder for web series, and they were seeking permission from the government to give them permission so that they can make this type of web series. And a few filmmakers also made web series, but this type of web series was considered so much vulgar, because these movies were not based on some strong platform like the West Bengal. Rather, they only used some vulgar scenes or using some vulgar words to connect the to get the popularity, to get the quick popularity, but it is not good for the society. And for this reason, that web series didn't do so much well in our country in recent past. But the top class filmmakers of our country are raising their voice to do not sanction web series in our Bangladesh, in this part of this world, because that web series has some differences with the conventional movies. Because whenever you watch any movies in the Netflix or Amazon Prime, it is only you who are watching these movies, and you are not watching these movies with your families or with your seniors, so you do not have any have any problem of watching this type of series if you do have taste of this in these genres of movies. So the filmmakers of Bangladesh are trying to convincing the regulators that it is only the responsibility uh, of the watcher, to choose which type of movies will you watch. So government should not intervene in this. But I don't think that government should allow this type of distasteful movies in our country, because because internet is now available to all. So students or the people who are the younger strata doesn't have the intelligence or to choose which type of movie is good for him.